Thank you so very much for being back. And if you just joined us, this is still Enterprise Friday, reaching you from Enterprise Television. Let's head straight to our main conversation for this morning. At the 80th birthday celebration of Bishop Mike Okonkwo in Lagos, former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo attributed the unequal distribution of Nigeria's wealth to the moral failure of those entrusted with national resources, speaking on the topic church as a responsible pathfinder in attaining the Nigeria of our dreams. Osinbajo emphasized that many leaders lack godliness and view wealth accumulation as a source of personal fulfillment rather than a responsibility to serve others.
Citing the book of Acts, he highlighted the biblical principle of equitable distribution by spiritually guided individuals. Now, Osinbajo urged the Nigerian church to return to preaching values such as hard work, honesty, and integrity, principles that once transformed societies in Europe and America.
Very true. He equally stressed that expecting miracles without personal efforts is misguided, and that true religion lies in honest work and care for the less privileged. Other speakers, including Major General Ike Nwachukwu and Bishop Okonkwo, echoed the call for national reflection as Nigeria approaches 65 years of independence.
Okay, Nwachukwu challenged both citizens and leaders to evaluate the nation's progress, comparing Nigeria's stagnation in industrial development to Brazil's advancement. Bishop Okonkwo emphasized the importance of citizen participation in building a better nation, noting that his annual lectures serve as a platform to discuss national issues and encourage civic responsibility. He
equally called on Nigerians to play their part in creating a nation that reflects the aspiration of its founding fathers, emphasizing that collective action and concerns for the common good are key to national transformation. We still have with us Barrister Ola Daniels. Thank you so very much for hanging on.
Thank you.
Yes, so this is more like a crossover from where we were coming from, you know, where you did, of course, mention that intentional leadership is not the answer. And often, you know, like you equally had in your adage, you know, that when someone, you know, eating and beautiful,
don't say the truth.
Yeah. Now, Osinbajo is out of office. He's speaking what we all know and what is...
He's very already.
While he was there for 8 years. So, when can we get it right? Because we keep having this mistake over and over and over. By the grace of God, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu might finish up. Maybe if he crosses the next term and he's done, he will still come back again and tell us how that the next president has not been doing well. So when can we actually get it right and stop all this, you know, round mistakes that we keep making?
I laugh and my thoughts. I've traveled far. Yes, Mr. Former Vice President has a valid point. And what I say to people, because they were in the office, and a number of us will say, when you were there, what did you do? It doesn't stop them when they come out from office to say things they say. One, it is their right to speak. Two, like I said, they were eating, so they couldn't talk. Now, no more food, so they can open their mouth to talk. And again, when they say these things, it is better and it's the best for us is to deal with the issue and not wasting time on, it does not lie in his mouth to say what he's saying. Which some people, that is when sometimes when the former President Ambassador talks, when some of them, you know, former President Jonathan, and people go, no, when you were there, I said, let them talk. Let us address the issue and leave the messenger. The message is what we should focus on. How do I mean? Because sometimes in that message, if we look at the message critically, analyze it, it can help us if we see the message and address it, as against getting distracted. And rather than dealing with the message, we are attacking the messenger. That is one. 2, what he has said is not far from the truth, and we can all see it. It's in the hands of the few. A few are benefiting, they are enjoying, while the majority, are in abject poverty, and they don't even, nobody even, some people cannot even tell you what tomorrow will bring to them. So they have used religion to tell us, oh, the Bible says thou shalt not be anxious or whatever, that, think of whatever, that tomorrow will provide for itself.
Yeah.
And there was something he said that was profound, that the Europe, this religion that we carry,
on our heads,
those people, they were teachings of hard work, of integrity. But here is prosperity. That is most, I'm not saying a few churches are not teaching integrity, holiness. In fact, some churches don't even talk about work.
Yeah.
So and I said, so you mean people should just sleep in their house and miracle will just happen? Manners. This is Nigeria. This is not Israel, where manna, that time the history. No. But you don't get them to tell them the truth because of what they also want to get. And that is why, even in church, is there that integrity there? That is why, if we want to do any business, and you introduce yourself to me as, if you put that name pastor, you have given me a red flag.
It's a red flag.
As a red flag, I'm saying, okay, how to deal with you. I am now more careful. The moment you tell me, pastor, I am more careful. Imam or some allergy. I said, no. Please, let's do business, because you people don't even have the fear of God. It's that title you carry everywhere. You just love the title. So probably, and because we are wonderful people and there's a lot of primitive minds that you can relate with, that once you tell them, pastor, my Lord and my Savior. So that is to them. And that is why you don't get them to tell them those things in the Europe that, in fact, check most of the Europe country. The foundation is the biblical doctrines and teachings that have brought them to where they are. But here is the other way. So that's why I said that is profound. But then, how did our wealth, the commonwealth, how are they in the hands of a few people? It's not far-fetched. It's not too far from us. For instance, our economy is concentrated on only one source, which is the oil.
Yeah.
Now, this oil, when you talk about employment, what is the percentage this so-called oil has given to employment in Nigeria? What is the percentage? Maybe 0.1 or something. Employment that he has given to the populace. So tell me, meanwhile, the few that are in charge of this oil, that are cashing out big time, we have the oil theft. Over years we've been on this. And government want to tell me they don't know the people that are stealing this oil.
It's actually very, very sad, because some of these things, when we look at them, when we look at them, sometimes we ask ourselves, how do we get, to the right place? And most of the time, it's actually, difficult to, note how we can get out of them, because the truth of the matter still remains that government has failed us desperately, and Nigerians are still asking themselves, how can they get to the nest, the bottom from here? And to make matters worse, our religious, ecosystem is equally not helping matters to some extent. Because if you take a look at, like you said, when someone introduces themselves as a pastor, you're always very careful. There's lots of things that surround you at that particular point. So how bad is our religious ecosystem really dealing with our failure of getting it right in this country?
Before religions came, there were values. People believe in hard work. Hard work was yielding results. Vis-a-vis education and all that. But religions took over, which is supposed to be better, rough. But one thing religion has done, the good thing it has done, is to have helped us to avert war.
Okay, how?
Thank you. Because the religion's leader prevails on their congregation, and their congregation believes so much in their leaders, so they will tell them, God is our help.
Okay.
So meaning that you cannot say, government, we want it.
Okay, so no protest.
No protest. God is our help. Let's pray for our nation. Let's pray for our leaders, even when the leader doesn't care about us. So now, these are the things the religion tell us. Oh, let's fast for 100 days. Let's fast for 40 days. These are the things. So with that, we some things we cannot do. And you belong to the same assemblies, and again, if your assembly is misbehaving, the government will say, see, what are you doing? You are the leader of this assembly. What are they doing? So that is what the religion has done. As in the good side, that it has really made Nigeria. As in, we've in Tunisia. What happened? What happened in Tunisia? When the what's it called started? What happened? Nothing compared to what is happening in Nigeria. Number of nations that have stood up, rose up to the tax and telling their government no. Not far, not even close to what is happening here. But that is why I said our religion has really helped to say, even the imam, the whatever, all of them, the traditional. So they will tell no, let's just God is our help. Let's hand every other back to God. Let's do this and all that. That is why even in the church during the vote, you hear what they tell them. So that's help us to no, don't abuse your leaders. Don't do this. Don't ask questions. And all that, because even in church, there's little you can do. You cannot ask pastor questions because they will tell you that how can you, God, you are fighting now, God will deal with you. God will now quote one scripture that will say, okay, Miriam did this to Moses, he got one punishment, so you too, if you talk to your pastor anyhow, God will deal with you. And so they shut everybody up. So religion has come as some like slavery, let me put it that way, the form of slavery to a lot of people that cannot think out of the box. And this has nothing to do with education. That's the truth.
Okay.
There are a lot of lettered people that you think, professors, this one should know better, but religions have done what? It has made all sorts on them. So that is the only good I would say religion has done. But the other part of it, like I said, do they make their people work or value and all that? Because there are some people, they come to pay tithe, you don't even know where they get that money from. They come to pay offering, you don't know where the money comes from. And because it's coming to the house of God, like you just that brother, in fact, what they will do, they will give him a special, in fact, that means if they don't give him an office, either a pastor or a deacon, because of what is bringing in and all that. So we see this in the church and in all the religions, whatever, you make somebody Baba Dini. How did the person arrive at Baba Dini? Because it's been dropping.
And nobody is questioning where they're getting these resources from. And which is why you see the proliferation of Yahoo, scam is all over the place, because they all want to compete.
You see a lot of people, in quote, they are the rich, they are the wealthy people, and you don't even know how they come about that wealth. whether they're painters, or whether they are milking the people, or whether they are another, but the wealth is accumulating. And is accumulating. So what do you say? They come and they spend in church, and they spend in mosques, and they spend in all those places. Then the thing is, you give them title. Now tell me, isn't it? Let's even look at the politicians. Oh, somebody that has gone to prison, convicted. It comes out. They will go to church and do Thanksgiving. I don't have any issue with that.
Yeah.
Thank God that you did not die in prison. I mean, you came out. But then what you now see is, these same people, the way they praise them, these same people still control things. They are still the decision makers. These people still decide what happened in their states, in their terrain. People that are supposed to be somewhere, shame, not be able to talk. So that is what we celebrate in this part of the world. And of course they know us. And if that is what we celebrate in this part of the world, how will it be better? And like I always say, among us, our leaders are chosen. It means that whatever we see up there is a reflection of all of us. That means if you, myself, when we get there, who knows what we will do? So it's a reflection of the people you see up there. So that is why what we are seeing, we'll keep seeing it, and these people, they know how to dangle carrot. They enslave people with their money, the money they make from them. The money, okay, thank God for the tax reform, and we hope that it will be implemented. Because when you look at it, when I say hope it will be implemented, we're talking about what's it called? Agency that will effect it and make it work. Not because we have all sort of laws in our country. Enforcement, zero. If it's enforced, maybe it will help also. Because, for instance, Lagos makes so much from the people. You don't even know. Lagos doesn't care whether the small business you're doing is you're even making anything or is generating. Their own is pay this, pay that. And if you don't pay, they shakara you, you come and seal, or they even pull the seal and all that. They don't care. They just want to make the money. So what do you expect? And when they make them, sometimes I can say, like I said, sometimes they make money, they milk people, and you wonder, because you will be wondering, a governor leaves office after 4 years. Let's even say with salary. Let's say the packages. Then the next thing you'll be hearing, we heard someone that 80 billion. And he pays school fees of his children ahead of time with some thousands of dollars, the money that belongs to the people. These are the people that are leaders. These are the people we are dealing with. So tell me, how will the money spread? How will the resources spread? It cannot spread. It will only be within those circles. It will be within those circles.
And so, Barrister, sorry to cut you short. It's quite interesting that you said this, and I love, I bring up this story because the man under reference that you talked about, who had paid the school fees of his words, ahead of time, unfortunately, is being taken care of by the EFCC, who is allegedly run by a man who, quote unquote, is a pastor of a very popular church, who swore that he would rather retire than not to ensure that this man faces the wrath of the law. So the big question still remains, can we really get out of this maze, this conundrum, where people that would entrust would ensure that the right things are done, shortchange us, and we are left with nothing?
You see, that question, the answer to that question is dependent on us.
Who is us exactly?
We, the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How do I mean? We vote them in. We collect that 2,000, we collect that biscuit, we collect that salt, we collect that pepper, and we vote them again. and they come to lie to us, and we celebrate them. Until when we say no, even for, let me also tell you, because of the system, that is why I said that constitution we need to really look at it. You know why? For election, it talks about the party. So party make provision for the candidates. Now, the question again is there internal democracy in the party?
Oh.
When they have already decided this is the person we are presenting. So that is the party saying that. So what can you do? Then they will form one funny primaries just to fulfill all righteousness. Then form one funny primaries, and they say, oh yeah, they've done their primaries, and you are the candidate. Then they present you, and don't forget, maybe it's the party controlling the state. They know how they get their votes. The same people they will go and meet. Oh yeah, give us your vote. We will do this, we will do that, and all that. We are the people that receive votes then. Then when they get there, all those 2,000 salt, pepper they are giving us, the first thing they want to take is all those money. Until when we stop collecting those pepper salt money, and we are not seeing them as our national cake, because you know the irony of the story is so foolish that I'm collecting 2,000 and I think it's my national cake. And if you see the people that sometimes collect some of this money, you will wonder what has happened to us. There are not people that are not lettered though. So don't even think they are the rural. No. So they do that, and they first take that money, then you now start taking now. The one that you are supposed to get, the service, the healthcare, the education, the welfare, the everything, nothing for you. Nothing. You are not getting what you are, because you had sold your birthright. You have sold your pottage. I'm using Saul and whatever. You sold it. So they do whatever they want to do. Then we come and cry. We made them. If we say no, and we involve our people, and we know, and you see, we hear from people. For instance, if I come out and I say I want to contest an election, do you think they'll feature me? Even the party. I was in one political party and had meetings there, and they were talking, and I said, no, this is not what you promised people. You should do this, you should do this. And the next thing they say, you don't belleful. You can say what you're saying. Please, I should just sit down and all that. They no ideology. Now tell me, if I want to say I want to contest for anything under that party, first they want me to give them money, which I don't have to give them. So how will I get there?
So you actually use money to even
you have to spend. Then if I now say, okay, I get friends, association of friends, okay, they even bring money and all that. The money they brought or they are bringing, am I supposed to be giving you to go and eat, or we are supposed to use that money for our campaign? Because we're going to pay money for TV, we're going to pay money for print, media, we're going to pay money to do this, we're going to pay to put posters, to buy some maybe vehicles that will move us around. No! It's the one they want to eat. They want. So, I can't get there with that.
Okay.
And when the people in charge, and they see that this one will not compromise, I have to step back at some point, because this one, when anytime I get whatever, and people are asking me, I say, are you sure I can work with you? My first office was legal aid. The first whatever I work with, when I finished service, was Legal Aid Council of Nigeria. Yeah. I left. I worked with them for a while. There was a particular DG we had then. Uju Aishababa. She was really working hard. The moment they removed her, everything went bad. And the next thing, bureaucracy everywhere. You think they are not ready. They were not ready. People were, in fact, you see people plan against some individuals just because probably they have a serious standing in their local government, and they may not allow them win election. You see them in prison for no just cause reason. So when those issues started, bureaucracy said, no, I cannot. I can't work with these people. So tell me, because the first question I asked them, are you sure? Because I will talk. When I see things that are not good, that are not right, I will speak. But they don't want that. They don't want that. They want someone that will be patching and be telling them, and, yeah, don't worry, you are doing well when people are crying. No, I will not do that. Okay. That is why I meant it.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, do you think national transformation, right, is possible without a cultural shift in how citizens view integrity and public service? I don't know if you got the question.
I got your message, yeah, and I'll paraphrase.
Okay.
Today, the wrong things, right? The wrong things of today are being seen as the right thing. I don't know if that capture.
I get that.
The youth of today. I was born in the 70s, maybe late 70s. And we know what value was. We know what integrity was. We know our parents. Some things we cannot do is I. If my mom look at you, you get the message. You dare not. No, just look. But today, we, the same set of people that enjoy that, you know what we say? That those things were child abuse. So now today, these young people, they call them Gen Z. So they are living, growing up to see the wrong things as the norms, as the normal thing. You can see the problem. You can see that this is not, this is going to take, I don't know whether a long time, because we that had some trainings are not even trying. We are not even helping matters. We are not helping this. In those days, Yahoo. It's not as if in those days there were no fraud or they were there. But once people know that was what you were doing, oh, you are an Osu. They will cast you. You cannot even come out to look. In those days, it is the whole community that trained a child. Today, we go to our children's school to fight principal
for
discipline our child. Today, we the same people that went through those training. Today, we go to places, and in fact, somebody will talk to your child, and you will go and warn the person. Never in your life talk to my child like that.
But what happens to us then? Where did it change?
See, God bless our parents.
Amen.
The ones that have gone, the two they've gone. God bless them.
God bless their soul.
Yeah, their soul. Now, there's something they got from their own parents. So they transfer to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And even at that time, our time, maybe their own time, or maybe less of your when I say Yahoo, I mean the mail. Because Yahoo Messenger.
Yes.
Remember, that was what we were using in those days. Yahoo Messenger, nothing like all these social media has never come up and all that. And don't forget our parent travels. Because some of the things we enjoy today were already in some parts of the countries that they were using it. And our parent travels. They see some of those things. But when they still come home, it never changes them from those values. The core value, they maintain, and they still train us, and they still tell us what, and we see them. That is another one. We see them. It's not just what they are telling us, but we see the way they live their lives. So that molded us. That formed us. So when we grow up, we know, this set of people. But don't forget, even among us, it's not as if there are no Yahoo among us that started in their own time. There were Baba and all that, the fraudsters and all that. No, it's not. But what is the percentage compared to what we have today? Now, the norms now is soft life. They call it soft life. That they want soft life. They don't want to walk. There's this my little girl that got whatever in Deloitte. That work is too much, I want soft life. You want soft life? You will walk. You will stay there. You will walk. Don't worry. There, you will see the soft life. So that is what are they saying? What are they saying? Most time my children, they will come, they will see me on the system, or one thing I'm just like, do you rest at all? I said, well, I'll find time to like that. Now, to them, I'm molding them. That is what they are seeing. Yeah. But what you see with our own is the one that has money. Even the girls now, if you don't drive cars, who are you? And the next thing, one, your papa no get iPhone. Your mama no get, they never even chop 1, 2. Then you want to use iPhone 16. Now, one boy, because he got one free money through fraud, get that, because nobody will work hard for his money and will buy one girl in next few days iPhone 16. Yes. Where will he get the money from? Even if he has the money, he work hard for that money. But because they see all those fraudulent money, so they spend now. They see these things, and they feel that is life. So the value died with us, and who killed the value? Most of us, this generation, kill that value of the ones coming. And my brother, my sister, why I said I don't have an answer to it is because generations coming are getting worse. I told you they're seeing the wrong thing as a right thing. They're living their life this way and they don't see any reason. You can't even, in fact, one teenager will call you by name and the way she or he will speak to you, and you ask yourself, hello, where am I? You know, and you wonder. And they, in fact, some of them say, no, the world has changed, the world is evolving, you know, the world is moving, you know, all these children, you know, they cannot be like, and that is what we say. There was a child that interrupted me and a father, and you were talking and no excuse, nothing, he just came in between, and I, you know, spark out, oh, can't you sit here? Move. Guess what the father said? The father is even older than me. Older than me. You know, the father said, oh, the Lord, leave them. See, it's their time. These generations, they have changed and all that. It's not like us. Jesus. Is that what you will say? So weird. Tell me, how would that girl learn that what I have done is wrong?
Now, with this fear, what will the future look like? Because given what Osinbajo has just said, how that we do not honor integrity any longer, and we misuse what we have, given what you have said, considering this generation of young ones growing, what will the future look like then?
The future, I cannot say. I only pray that there will be a turn. Because as we hear, when we talk about the future, as we speak, integrity, whatnot that we are talking about, some of us, even today, you know why it cannot work? It's because of this me, myself, and I. When me and friends will talk and why can't we, you know, okay, there was something we were doing one time, and what I was looking at is the need of the people. How do we fix this? Guess what my people say? Please, it's how to make money. I don't care about what they think. Now, you can see value, you can see integrity.
Yeah.
So now tell me, these new ones that even have nothing. So it's about what they can get. I was in court one day. There's this young men, there were 3, 18, 20, 23 or something. All number of the evidence they brought, they had Range Rovers.
Okay.
And the Range Rovers, what's it called? They had 2 Ghana must go. In one Ghana must go, cash. In one, body parts.
Ooh.
Now, what they do, they drive and all these girls, they like to, They up into the car and they take them away, and that is it. They kill them. And, I mean, it has gone that bad. 18, 20, 23. So I don't know how that matter ended, because I just stumbled on it in court that they were there and it was a criminal matter. I mean, tell me, where today and the generations, I don't know whether we have to wait for number of generations to come, maybe our own parents that have died, their own generation that will now come back, maybe they will now come and fix the mess. And say, no, when we came like in that time, this is where we are, so we want to retain that. Maybe. But now, what is happening today? Even when you see some parents, you see that there are a number of parents, you say they are disciplined parents. By the time you check their children, maybe at home, they'll be doing the oli, but outside, go and check what they do. Maybe a few of these children, please, so I'm not writing off all Gen Z.
Yes.
I've seen a few beautiful, wonderful.
Yeah.
In fact, I had to ask, this one not Gen Z.
Sure
Maybe this one came from that generation that, he came back,
You know, you can differentiate
the
them.
way they were, very young person, but very hardworking. It was about work, wasn't doing guys, I said, this is a good one. And respectful. I said, the way she talks, I know, okay, so we still have you people among the... so I'm not writing off all of them. We still have beautiful ones, maybe still from a good home, and some parents are still doing well. But majority, So now, back to the integrity and the core value of the nation moving forward. Now, some of them, do you know that the people that are stealing in government today are nothing compared to the people that are waiting to steal?
Whoa.
I hear what people say now. I've just told you it's about me, myself, and I. So people that are waiting to steal, and they are only waiting to get in, to go and get whatever they can get. The power, the money, everything. Not because they want to serve the people. Even the current ones that are there today, maybe a few. Majority is about the aura, the power, the aura that follows the power, the money, everything they can get. And get well for their generations to come, and all those things, and all the name and everything, all the paparazzi that goes with it. That is it. For the people, that's the least they are thinking about. You don't want, I've been in some meetings, you don't want to know what some of these people discuss. So those are the people we have in positions, in leaderships. You now see the issue, you now see the problem, you now see how it's difficult for me to give an answer to how things will work.
The future. Wow, it's actually very sad reality that we're living in right now. And further, our current leaders, they exacerbate this problem and make it even worse, because we would have thought that the crop of leaders that we have would have a way of correcting this, so that the future, would learn from it, and maybe a better place we would have. But that is not what we're seeing right now. We hope for better days, and continue to believe that things will be better.
Maybe I should quickly say,
please do.
When Mr. President was campaigning, he told us that what was the government, the current government then, the former government, he said, what were they looking when dollars moved from
from 200
to 800?
Yes.
He said that.
Yes.
I heard that audibly. Now you came in. Dollar moved from 7 something, because those ones left it at 700.
Yeah, 700.
Now it moved to 16. It moved to 17, 18, going to 2000. Thank God now that, maybe the policy is working to now make it a bit stable at 15 something. So what were you looking at, Mr. President? I didn't say it. You said, what were they looking at? The dollar came to 800. So, Mr. President, it is your turn. You are there. What are you looking at? What has happened? What is wrong that you think need to be fixed? Mr. President, look into it. People are hungry, because this has gone on every sectors. People are hungry. It's only a few that are milking these people. The people of Nigeria, a few people are milking them, because they are making money from this forex that we are talking about. Please, Mr. President, do something about it.
Definitely, he should do something about it, and we sincerely hope that that will be done now, not when he gets off the office and he begins to join the bandwagon of those that will say he hopes that things will be better, when he had the opportunity of making it better. Thank you so very much, Barrister, for being here. Truly do appreciate your time and everything you have said today. People, that's just about the time we have. We truly hope for better days, for a better Nigeria, for Nigeria where every Nigerian, both at home and in the diaspora, would have reasons to be happy, because truly and Nigeria is a better place. But that would only happen when we have intentional leaders who are there to do the right thing.
Definitely.
Thank you so very much once more. Please do well to visit us. If you may, you can find us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. I am Henry Igwebike.
And I am Kehinde Bodirin.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.